clash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to John O'Quinn Field in H-Town, home to the Houston Cougars. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Houston Cougars. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Houston ready to put it deep and get this game going. From inside the 10, here he comes. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind...
He wants to go deep. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
The give to Davis. He breaks a tackle. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. The Cougars come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They'll give it to him again. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, after ripping off a big-time run on his opening carry, a negative play this time around, and this is going to be key. They're going to keep giving him the ball, and they need him to have more positive plays than negative ones if they're going to win.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Might be calling a hot route. Gets the back moving. Looking to fire. Skips away from pressure. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
You got to give the defense tons of credit because we know how much speed this quarterback has. That time you saw the pursuit. They were able to bring him down for a big loss on the sack.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Rifles it down the middle. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. Houston will be forced to punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. He threw a pick on the initial drive, but they have it back, and we're still looking for our first points of the game. Quickly to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special.
Under fire. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never chance. Let's talk for just a second about TCU. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
And it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
The play-action fake. Here's the pressure. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And the Horned Frogs line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. Here comes the Houston offense once again. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and they get you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. Quarterback adapting. He's going to take off. They get him on the ground. Didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Looking to throw on third. Grab near the sticks. It's Sanford. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got his man. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Trying to pick up a first down. Motion from the wide receiver. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. They're working that left side. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Fourth down coming up. Trying to move the change. Houston comes to the line on fourth down. Motion from the back. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for it.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Sanford. And this one will be stopped for no gain. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. He'll do it himself on the draw. Turning it on. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12.
We talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
Gives it on the option. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Houston. Hello.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, it is now a final in the Big Ten, and a game I think a lot of folks can hang with any of the teams of the past. And remember, this is a program with multiple national titles. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the Big Ten standings as this one does, gentlemen.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. And he knocked him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
And after having a nice gain like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Now the play fake. Fires to the right. Got a man. It's Baker. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Wilson will throw. Fires to the tight end.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Wants to go up top. He's taking the shot. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
Yeah, and those corner routes are tough to throw for an offense. You try to force it, in between coverage a lot of times, and you can tell it was great defense. Nice job of getting the hand in the air, getting it on the football, and making sure that receiver can't make a play on it.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. They just keep firing. Makes the grab. It's Payne. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground.
Man, I love on 3rd down when I know I have a running back that can beat guys. Whether you want to cover me with a linebacker or a safety, I can run an angle route and I can have success because my quarterback knows exactly when he's going to break, and that defense is not going to beat my running back.
Going over the top. Catch and stride inside the 15. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Now it's second and goal. Handoff to the single back. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, TCU!
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
And he did make that extra point. No issue with the treacherous footing. They took it 71 yards down the field. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Offense ready to go back to work. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working now.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
And the Cougars can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
It's first and 10 for this offense from the 42. They'll give it to the back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Finds his man. It's Davis. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
The Cougars really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Gives it on the option. Just ran over it. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot him at the 42.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, this offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
Goes to the option. And maybe a wise move not to even try the pitch as he's knocked down in the backfield.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. Punt is on its way. talk about dynamic ability to flip a field on display right there. And it was just about a return for a touchdown. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Wide receiver going in motion. Wilson to pass. Gonna let it fly. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery, and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
They'll go back to the air on second down. He felt the heat trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or two.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Unloads it downfield. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Quarterback moving. He's not afraid to go deep. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Horned Frogs will kick it away to start the second half. And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here we go. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Here's the handoff. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Caught behind the line. It's Sanford. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Tie game here early in the second half, and offensively you're hoping to get something going, but after that incompletion, it kind of kills all of your momentum. This quarterback is really going to have to lock in here for the rest of this game if they're going to win.
He's got great speed. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting point, he wants to take the top off. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Catch in the middle, it's James. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield and he moves the sticks.
Back to throw, it's Carpenter. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple.
Well, they're throwing this one to the running back out on the perimeter of the field. They didn't get it to him quick enough, though, so he literally had to tap dance there on the sidelines, make sure he was in bounds when he caught it, and just pick up a few yards.
Just keeps slinging it. Quarterback now breaking the field. Finds his tight end. Got room at the 35. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. To the air on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Payne. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big...
Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And that one will put him up here in the second half.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Oregon delivered maybe its most thorough thumping in years in a game that featured a ton of big plays, not unlike the way Michael James, Kenyon Barner, and Jonathan Stewart used to do it. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that. It sounds as if they had a good one there.
Kind of like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Moving out of the pocket. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play.
And absolutely nothing doing there on the quarterback run. Defense takes all the gaps away. They use their speed to force him to the sidelines. He didn't even gain any yards, guys, before going out of bounds.
He rifles one deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot, but they're not able to come away with the completion.
Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good. So
Breaks into the open. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense. Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. Now on the option. Headed to the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Cougar.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And the extra point was good. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Quickly out to the tight end. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, second guy finally did. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
He's going to fire deep. Catch inside the 25. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
That last play has this defense on its heels. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 21. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking left. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
Well, no doubt that's where the quarterback wanted to go with the ball from jump, but better job by the defense forcing the incompletion.
This has been a tight one, third quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. Wilson will throw. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
And the Horned Frogs are threatening on 1st and goal. Caught in the backfield, it's Baker. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. Touchdown, TCU! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Reese, that's 3 for the young fella. I mean, this dude's smelling the end zone. Anytime he gets near, you know he's going to lower his shoulder, do whatever it takes to get in the end zone. The hat trick, the 3rd touchdown.
And that was not what they had in mind as the kickoff sails out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Let's go. Right. They go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
And that ball's free behind the line. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And when you're on defense and it's wet and it's rainy, you know exactly what time it is. That ball gets a little heavier. It gets a little slicker. You're trying to get to that thing. You know you get your hand on it. There's a good chance it's coming out. Nice job by the defense forcing it with the assist from the weather.
Wilson to pass. Throws to the wideout. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. Going for the big play. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Looking for a big play. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. A great catch and run for 6. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Houston offense comes onto the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the... He's going for the big play. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks that this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? The Cougars moving quickly to the line.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be
There he goes! And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
The officials move it 5 yards back, and it's 1st and 15 for this offense. From the gun, looking for a man. Throws to the tight end. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
Trying to escape and get it himself. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and now have it at the 12-yard line. And the Cougars, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Hey, how about this, D? You think they're locked in and dialed into this quarterback and his ability to run the football? You've seen him make plays throughout this game. They know it. They're seeing it, and they're making sure that guy's not going to beat him.
Might be changing the route. Back to pass on 2nd down. Might be looking to run. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number 1 for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him. And just right there, he gets hit again. He's been sacked several times. Like, this offensive line's got to do a better job.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. And they take it in for 6 more points. Well, if the momentum hadn't shifted before, it certainly has now.
It has, and now you got some game pressure, right? That's beautiful. Now the defense comes out, get you a stop, get aggressive, but the offense a little bit of pressure now because they know if the ball goes back to the other side, they could lose this ball game.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, we've got a final in a game that just wrapped up here in the SEC. Georgia somehow, some way found an edge between the hedges and picked up a much-needed victory. It wasn't a masterpiece, but let's be honest, it wasn't a loss either. An SEC clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Oh, he's got a chance. Turning it on. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
You got to be impressed by how you've seen this offense finish in this football game. They've been scoring points in the 4th quarter, just got a touchdown on their last drive, and there they rip off a big run. They are not letting off the gas pedal right now, and as a coach, you love to see that.
Caught in the backfield, it's Payne. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Wilson will throw. Trying to beat the D deep. Snags it. He thought he might turn that into a score, but the defense able to wrestle him down short. They'll stop him at the 3.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Motion from the wideout. Quick pass on the fly motion. And he was dying to push his way in there, but he's knocked down at the 3.
Well, the offense just trying to go with a little touch pass this time, down close to the goal line, giving it to the receiver and hoping his speed is going to be able to outflank the defense, but nowhere to run. Nice stop on the defensive side of the ball.
Here comes the heat. Oh, no, the ball popped out. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. The 50, the 40, the 30, past the 20, inside the touchdown, Houston. Hello. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And how about the defense just straight flipping the script? They got a goal-to-go situation, just trying not to give up a touchdown. You want to give up a field goal. Not only do they make a big play, they scoop up the fumble, they take it all the way to the house, and they get a touchdown.
The extra point is up and good, and we are tied up in the 4th. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Leaves it with the running back. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
The Horned Frogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to pass. It's Carpenter. Buys a little time. He'll pull it down and run. Took care of it himself. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Grab behind the line. It's Payne. And good coverage by the defense, just a short game.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Caught in the backfield. It's Payne. So the first step of that was fine. They made the pass and catch, but no yards. They didn't bring up 4th down.
Yeah, I don't know if they were anticipating pressure on that play. They just want to get it out of the hands of the quarterback quickly, but whatever they were thinking did not work.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking for a huge play. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't work it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. We've got a timeout on the field, and we are set up for a terrific finish. The Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
And this defense has had enough. They've been burned by this guy one too many times already in this game, and they've been trying to make the adjustments on the sideline and in the locker room, and finally they're able to get to him. And they did it because all 11 guys were on the same page. It wasn't just one guy.
He'll off one deep down the left side. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Handoff from the gun. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer, like you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
Wilson to pass. Here's a heat. Byers on the move. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
And big pass plays like that are the product of an offensive line doing a great job in pass protection. That quarterback cannot read the coverage and get the football out of his hands to the open receiver unless he has time. So give this offensive line tons of credit up front for communicating and not giving up any ground. They are being so physical.
Out of the gun, looking to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so...
Touchdown, TCU! They strike first here in overtime. Now to push the lead to 7 in overtime. Just blinding speed that almost paralyzes defenders.
When you got a quarterback with that much speed, you got to find tricky ways to put more speed on the field, spy the quarterback with somebody that's really, really fast. And even when you do, a lot of times he still makes plays because he's that dang fast and that explosive.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got it set up on the outside. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on 1st down.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
The Cougars in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking for a man. It's Chambers. That's caught. It's Thurman.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play's over. That one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys. You start trying to run backward. This ain't high school anymore. I mean, you used to be able to make that play years ago. You're not doing it here in big-time college football, though. Not good.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Going for it all. There were serious revolutions on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Wants to adjust the pattern. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. It's incomplete, and that's going to do it. A 4th down stop seals it in overtime.